Hello, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today, I'm here with my partner and friend, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. So, welcome. Today is Monday. We always have coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversations on Monday with the Biz Chicks. And today, our topic is, are you having fun? Okay. Yes, are you having fun? So let's get this party started. Francine always brings up these interesting topics. And today it's, are you having fun? So tell us more about this, Fran.
Okay, so when we were all in school, when we were growing up as children, you went to school, you worked at your desk, you sat and you did your work, you wrote your letters, you wrote your numbers, did all of that. But then they would do something in the middle of the day, I think a couple of times a day. They would let
Mhm.
you go outside and
Oh,
play.
yes,
They gave us recess.
I love it.
You get to run, you can play tennis, well, not tennis, you play tetherball, dodgeball, basketball. You played with hula hoops, you played with your friends on the swings, you did a lot of different things at recess, but it was all for fun.
Hmm.
They broke up the day with some fun.
Oh, that just sounds so relaxing already.
So uh, there's seven reasons why you should have fun.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so reason number one is because you just should. You should
I
have
love
some
it.
fun. You break it up, do something fun.
Makes
Reason number
sense.
two is because it's going to help you with mental clarity. It gives
Mm,
you a break from just being on the grind, as they say, and okay, I got to do the next thing and the next thing, and you're crossing things off your list, but you're not having any fun. And you're working, 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 but your mental state is suffering. So
hmm.
it gives you a mental break. It gives you a physical break from sitting all day. If you're
Oh.
sitting, if you are
Hmm.
sedentary, uh, your work requires sitting, which a lot of work is because we're working from home. We are uh, at a desk and you need to get up, take a break. Even if you are using a standing desk, even at work or wherever you are, maybe you're in a car driving. A lot of people are doing Uber and deliveries, but you're sitting in a car and you're not getting out and you're seeing the daylight and seeing things, but you're not actually enjoying it. You need to get out, move your legs, stretch your legs, and get out and
Stretch
have some
those
fun.
muscles, yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Number four, it gives you time to do something else, to reflect on something else, to perhaps read a book, gain some new insight,
Hmm.
uh, get a different perspective. When you go out and have fun, you come back with a renewed perspective. Have you ever gone out to Disneyland or gone to the beach, done something, and you just felt refreshed when you came back?
Oh my goodness.
Different perspective. Number five, and I'm like I said, I'm just making these up as I go. Number five, it's good for your physical well-being as
Mhm.
far as your health is concerned. You rest better when you
Ah,
have fun.
okay. So you sleep better when you're relaxed.
You sleep better when you have fun.
Hmm.
There's endorphins. Even when people do exercise, there's endorphins released, and you sleep better when you're having
Hmm.
fun.
Yes, we were told that we even sleep better just when we hum. That it can affect us and allow us to sleep better and rest better, reduces
Right.
stress. So I think humming is part of having fun sometimes too.
Right. And well, I'm on number six or five.
Mhm.
People will like you better because you're more relaxed and not.
You might be smiling if you're having fun, right?
Yes.
And people
So
like people who smile.
it'll help you, it helps you with the interpersonal relationships. You're not all, "Ah, okay, have you had a break today?" You get to relax a little bit because you've gotten those type of things off your mind. And number 7,
Hmm.
it's like number 1. You just should. It's something that it's going to benefit you greatly in the long run. It preserves life. It just gives you so many opportunities to see life in a different view and just to relax and
How about create some great memories?
oh, there you go. I'll do that one. 7. It creates great memories. Thank you, Terry. Like I said, I was making them up on the fly.
But it does. It creates great memories. Most people, when they retire, they say they wish they had spent more time with the people that they love instead of always on the grind, working overtime, working 2, 3 jobs, da 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 da. And now that they're retired, they don't even know the people that they were doing all the work for.
Wow. I have in the clubhouse Mark Ward and
Mhm.
Tommy Whitlow, and
Hey,
we just
Tommy.
want
Hi, Mark.
to and we're welcoming everybody who's watching this live on the
Yes.
on bizchicks.live. So we are having fun. Are you having fun?
Are you having fun?
And
And
what are your memories of having fun? Like I said, I remember being at recess. They've taken recess away from the school. In many schools, there's no recess per se, where the kids got to run and play. And so now the kids are all hyped up and it's difficult for them to what was this? Get the wiggles out.
get the wiggles out. Hmm.
It also gave the teachers a little bit of a break too, but it helps to get the wiggles out.
Well, friend, you know what? My best memory about time spent with my mother was not all the things that she took us to that she had to pay for, like amusement parks and things, but it was, I can remember jumping rope in front of the house, learning how to do double dutch. And my mother's there turning the ropes and laughing with us and teaching us the little rhymes that go along with jump rope. That memory sticks in my mind
Hmm.
and it makes me laugh. And I remember just having fun.
Mark, go ahead.
Before. This is a quintessential American problem. I don't know about elsewhere in the world so much, but it always to me comes back to why. Why you're doing what you're doing. So often, we start out our lives and our careers trying to create a life. In other words, trying to create the opportunities, the ability to have more fun, create some success so that I can create the kind of life that I want. And in the journey, sometimes we confuse means with end and forget about how important fun is. My question is always, if you're having fun, what is the point of everything that you're doing? Now, some people, their work is fun. I think that is the minority, however, unfortunately. And one of the things that you've heard me talk about in the past that is such an interesting exercise is one of the things I have my clients do is I have them, and it is the exercise for which there is the greatest amount of resistance and the most difficulty getting people to complete, which is very telling. And that is that they have to list 50 things that they enjoy doing, 50 things that are fun. They don't have to be things they've done recently, and they can be very simple things. It's not like jumping out of an airplane. It can be very simple things. And to get people to list 50 is like pulling teeth, which tells us that many of us have lost our connection to what fun even is. It's out of our consciousness as we grow older often. And so one of the that I do with my clients is once they've made that list it becomes part of their daily discipline that they have to do at least one of those things just every day, with the goal, of course, being to visit some of those things you haven't done in a while. And once people do that, the things that it awakens in people is really astounding. It kind of brings many people's soul back to life, and they remember the why.
Wow. Thank you, Mark. Great, great perspective.
Wow.
50 things, you know. And then I have, Terry has a list of some ways you can have fun. And I have the definition before Terry dives into her gets on her list. Let's look at the definition. Having fun, when I put it in here, and it came up with recreation, a refreshment of health or spirits by relaxation and enjoyment, an activity or pastime that promotes this relaxation and enjoyment, an interval of free time between school lessons. That's the recreation period. Because when I typed in when I typed in fun, it came up with the synonym, which is recreation. Refreshment as by means of agreeable exercise, a means of enjoyable relaxation. The activity of traveling for pleasure, to see sights for recreation. So that's the definition of having fun. And Terry, now she's going to tell us some things we can do to have fun.
Well, it's interesting that Mark said he has to make a list of 50 ways to have fun, because over here on Life is Good, on that website, it has 50 ways to have more fun today.
Oh, today?
So, today, yes. So I'm just going to read a few of them because 50 is a long list. But it says, have an elevator dance party. What the heck is that? Does that mean when the door closes, you just go crazy? Whistle the theme to Jurassic Park. Take a new friend on your make a new friend on your morning commute. So, because we're getting ready to go back to work in many cases, at least 2 or 3 days a week. Wink at somebody. I don't know. That could be dangerous. I hope. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Send a postcard from your hometown to a friend living far away. Interesting. Post something in the mail. It's supposed to receive something, right? Eat breakfast foods at dinner. Finger paint. Challenge someone to a foot race. I do this with my grandkids a lot. Challenge them to a foot race. Wear polka dots. Rock out to a new playlist. Challenge a friend to a board game. Do a crossword. I love crossword puzzles. And I love jigsaw puzzles, really. That's my main thing. Stage a water balloon fight. Nerf guns. Snuggle a puppy. Put the TV on mute and make up your own dialogue. That sounds interesting. Plant some flowers. Look up at the clouds. People start looking up. Walk barefoot through grass. Applaud street musicians. Hula hoop competition. Instead of walking, skip everywhere. Drink through a silly straw. Talk with an accent for the entire day. So you're going to be British all day long. Doodle in the margins. Try a new recipe. Now I'm going to just list some of the highlights here. Write a love note. Explore nature. Spin around in your desk chair. Ride a bike. Climb a tree. Drink a milkshake. Plan a trip. Paint your toenails neon pink. So those are just some of the things. Take a nap is on here. Jump in a pool. Hey, I can do that. Turn off your cell phone.
Wow.
Of those things, I was sitting here laughing to myself because one of the things that I used to do, I used to fly a lot. you're on the plane, invariably you will get someone sitting next to you who wants to have a conversation, whether you want to or not.
Correct.
And I got so tired of trying to resist these conversations that I wasn't really interested in. So I decided to start entertaining myself. So what I would do is I would create complete fake identities, professions, and I would do a dialect, because I thought, it doesn't really matter whether it's good or not, because no one's going to think you're crazy enough to be making it up. And so when people would ask where I was from, I would say, have you ever been to? And if they said yes, then I would say that my parents were from near there. And if they had not been there, then that's where I was from, so that they wouldn't be able to out me.
Okay, taking on new identities. Another way of having fun.
That is so cute. I never thought of that.
Because you can be anyone you want to be, right?
True. That is fun. That sounds like real. Oh my! And it is self-entertaining. Think about it. Today I was Sherlock Holmes. I don't know, because I like mysteries. Today I was Hercule Poirot.
One of the other things I've done with some clients that I do for myself, which I encourage people to try for a week, is in the mornings put on a song that really gets your blood moving, that makes you feel good, and when no one's around, dance like a crazy person. Like if someone saw you, you might be taken away. Just dance wildly through the duration of that song. And I'm telling you, it changes the face and the energy of your entire morning.
Wow. I think that's what they meant by an elevator dance. When the doors close, you just go wild and before it opens again.
That's what reminded me of it.
Right. So,
oh my goodness. Maureen, are you having fun over here this morning?
Maureen always has fun.
I know. She's always up and energetic.
So we have Maureen over here, and then we have Claudia has just joined us over on Clubhouse. So we're talking about having fun.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How do you have fun, Claudia?
Honestly, people would never know this, but I am a definite kid at heart. I'm a big goofball. But I enjoy prank calling people. The refrigerator's running when you're a teenager kind of joke. Like, I hear the prank, there's a station that I listen to, and I hear the prank calls, and I just get a kick out of those. And I was like, you know what? Like, we could absolutely still do that. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny that people are so freaking gullible, and they don't want to be rude or nasty, that they just keep it going. Like, it's like some things that are like so unusual. Like, there's one time that I was like, I don't even know who it was that I was calling. I just called somebody. And I was like, hi, I live in Arlington. I don't know if there even is in Arlington, California. And I have a dog, and somebody said that it might possibly be your dog. I don't have a dog. And I'm like, well, Sarah said that it possibly is your imaginary dog that you lost, and we actually found him. And we're wondering if we should just going on with this, this. And she's really trying really hard to not be nasty, but it's like, be nasty. It's okay, because this person is calling about imaginary dog. Obviously, this person is psychologically disturbed, and they're hang up, for God's sake. But she would hang up to get the conversation going. So I was like, oh, this is a lot of fun. Let's see how far this goes. Until it probably lasted about 35 minutes before I told her, this is actually a prank call. I'm just having fun for the day.
35 minutes, Francine, out of your life for an imaginary dog. Oh my gosh.
And but you said she laughed hysterically. Continue
When
it.
I told her it was a prank call, and then like afterwards, like, we actually became pretty good friends because she's like, you don't have anything better to do with your time. And I'm like, I had a bad day yesterday and I wanted to laugh. And I thought I'll call a random number, meet a new friend, and guess what? I met you.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
And again, I don't even know, like, if there is in Arlington, California, but she was actually from Edison, California. But yeah, we had a good conversation and shit. But at the end of the conversation was like, well, you can come down here to Edison anytime. You sound like a lot of fun. You're such a goofball.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
I do. I enjoy prank calls. I enjoy all the things that you mentioned on the list. Foot races. I will challenge my grandkids who are 40 years younger than me. A tree climb, a rock climb, a splash in the water. Any of that stuff. I'll challenge them and myself.
yes.
I am a big kid at heart, and that's how I have fun. When I have a bad day, I like to go hiking and explore nature, like I said, all the things that you mentioned.
Wow.
And it's a release.
It really is, huh?
I enjoy it. And people are crazy. Do some crazy things that you would never do. I like, Mark, the different personalities.
You would like that.
Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. I think we all have that alter ego. So, why not tap into that? Why not?
Wow. Well, Maureen says she dances whether anyone is watching or not. I bet you Coach Karen does too, because Coach Karen loves that dancing stuff. You guys are so energetic.
Mark?
Yeah.
Mark, were you going to say something?
No, I was just applauding Claudia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember, does anybody remember dish soap bubbles? Where you put a little dish soap in the water and took a straw and see who can make the most bubbles coming out the glass and down the sidewalk.
Okay. Have you noticed that kids can play with a box? Not necessarily the toy. They'll play with the box and have a blast. And I think it's time for us to get back to having fun. Play with the box.
My granddaughter loves to make. As soon as she sees a big box, she's ready to make a house. She's ready to build a house. Like, okay, let's get the masking tape and let's make this house happen. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Parents spend so much money on toys. It's like you said, a box, a tin foil, a toilet paper roll.
Because you get to use your imagination now. Whereas, somebody had already imagined it and put it together for you. And it's like, okay, that's what you saw, but that's not what I saw. And that's the whole thing with Legos, is that you can build what you want to see. Hey, Dryer Buzz, you can build what you want to see instead of somebody else's version of it. So what does fun look like for you?
I think one of the things too is it's important, in my opinion, that we prioritize again. That it's actually important. It is important.
Yes.
If you're not feeding your soul, then it is not only compromising your life, but it's also compromising your performance in whatever it is that you do for a vocation. Because one feeds the other. Like I said, if you're not having fun, what is the point of everything else that you're doing?
There you go. Well, one of the other things that's listed over here, Mark, is memorize a poem, learn a new joke, high five a stranger, perform a random act of kindness.
Yeah. Has anybody ever gone through a Starbucks or any other coffee line and paid for the person behind you?
I used to years and years ago. I started this little campaign where I had cards printed up that was that said, "You are the recipient of a random act of kindness. Please pass it on and do the same for another."
Mm-hmm.
So I would go out and I would do things like that. Like I would buy the food for the person behind me, or in Starbucks, where I'd go in laundromats and put quarters in the machines. Things like that, and it's so much fun. It's a lot of fun to get creative in terms of what am I going to do today to create a random act of kindness for someone. It doesn't have to cost money. There's all kinds of things that you can do if you really focus on it. I love it.
Yeah, I like that idea. And then I like the idea of giving them an incentive to pass it on by having the little cards.
Yes, that's cute. Huh?
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily say, "Hi, I did it." It just says, "You helped me," and you're like, "Okay, wait, I need to pass this on to somebody else." It makes a world of difference in somebody's day.
Well, my dream was at me that the card would come back. Didn't happen, but it was my dream.
Right. It probably, got lost they dropped it in something, but they meant to bring it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was at a drive-through once. Well, I was on my lunch break and I was in a hurry, I had to admit. And the drive-through, it went two ways. You couldn't really tell like what was up, So I figured I'd just drive in, and this lady was mad because she was like, "I was here first," and she literally got out her car. Now this is a person, she doesn't know me. I don't know her, but she literally got out of my car and she just started wailing at me, cussing and all this stuff. And I was just like, I was on my lunch break, so I was already like in a hurry. And I'm like, I'm gonna sit with myself. So I'm like, I don't have time to deal with this today. And like normally, because I'm from the East Coast, like we don't tolerate that. Like I'll get out of my car and like drag you. But I was like, let me do what I'm supposed to do. Let me do the Christian thing. And so I didn't say anything back to her. I just said, I'm sorry. I'm in a hurry. I didn't know you were racing in the parking lot to go through a drive-through, but whatever, I'm here now and I'm not backing up my car. So she continued. But anyway, I got to the line and I did do that, which was pay for her meal. Mm-hmm. And because she was just this nastiest thing. And I was like, let me just see what happened. So I pulled like around to where I could still see her face. And so I could see the girl checking her out saying, "Oh, the card in front of you paid for you." So after all that rhetoric that she exposed herself to be, she just threw her hands up and she was like, you could just tell she was saying, "Really?" And the lady was like, "Yeah, she paid for it, so you're good. You can go." And I was just like, oh my gosh, thank God I made the right decision today. So I don't know what her day looked like, why she was so angry. And well, obviously it wasn't me, she was taking it out on me. Hopefully that made her day, and hopefully she did pass it on to somebody else. But it did give me a good feeling. Mm-hmm. Like I said, in response to how I would normally react.
Yes, yeah. Good choice. Right? Good choice, Claudia. Good choice. Oh my goodness. Some of the other things that we can do is just put our feet up. Oh my gosh, put your feet up. Play with your Frisbee. Take a different route home. See something different. Take a different view. And I think that's what Claudia did at the drive. She said, whoa, wait a minute, I need a different view of this. Teach a kid how to tie their shoes. Now, will that teach you a different perspective on life? That'll take a minute.
Yeah, no, I don't advise that.
It might make you smile.
Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just said that is not fun. That would not be a
teach
fun
a kid how to tie his shoe. Yeah, I agree. I don't know about that one. Yeah, but I can get with put my feet up, take a nap, memorize a poem. They're just some basic things that we can do to have fun.
So,
Put your car in neutral at a stop sign and rev your engine to the car, next to you as if you want to do
a drag race.
I do it all the time, especially those muscle cars when they're like, and I got this little puny hybrid, and I'm like, okay, you want to do this?
Oh my gosh, people are funny.
Elevator. Speaking of the elevator thing, I used to stand in the elevator backwards, which is hilarious to see what people do. People become unhinged so quickly. Like you can just see people's hair raised on the back of their necks, like they don't know what to do, but they're so irritated by it. Like trying to figure out what is wrong with you. It's hilarious.
Or they're checking themselves to make sure that they're facing the right way. Because some elevators you get in one way and out the other way, like at the airport sometimes. And so they're probably checking themselves, like, am I facing the right way?
We were on the elevator, and it was clearly we were getting ready to get on the elevator with these people that weren't they weren't New Yorkers. And it was clear also that, I mean, honestly, my assumption was that they didn't want to get on with us. We were just a bunch of Black ladies. So they like quickly hit the buttons so we couldn't get on. So, I'm a pretty athletic person. So I ran to the next floor and I punched the button and I got in the elevator and they're just looking at me like, oh my God, we tried to avoid you. I know, like, you're not going to play that game with me today. I don't know what the problem was, but
oh my gosh, that's funny.
We couldn't get on the elevator. It was hilarious. But then when they see me on the next floor, and I was like, of course, like in the look, like I wasn't running out of breath from racing down the stairs. I was like I hadn't missed a beat, right? And I just slipped on, Devil Wears Prada, and was like, hi.
They say, oh my God, she's been cloned. Okay.
This is good. Having ways to have fun. We just wanted to encourage you to do what makes you smile. Go and have some fun. Take a recess. Go out and play. Relive childhood. Something that's going to break up your day. And then put it in your day. Like Mark said, make it a priority to have fun. Make a priority to get out and enjoy life. You only get to go around once. So you might as well enjoy it. Take time out. You didn't have to take a vacation to do it. You don't have to wait for a vacation to go have some fun. Schedule it in your day. Take a brain break. Take a fun break and go and have fun. Thank you all for watching with us today. Join live on the club.
We had Yolanda over here also on the live as well.
And she's on Clubhouse too.
In the Clubhouse, yes.
And just want to say thank you all for tuning in. We wanted to remind you to go have some fun. So, in the chat, there was a quote from Albert Einstein. He says, creativity is intelligence having fun. So all of us, let's go have some fun and enjoy the rest of your week this week. And then, in the chat or drop us a line and tell us how you had fun and what you're going to do to make it fun.
All righty, guys. Remember, go to the front of your own line and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be talking with TJ Online Everywhere about social media marketing. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.